were asked about it.
That's correct.
Had you ever seen a UFO? And you responded that you had, and you went into detail about it. So what happened in 1989 on that day?
Unbelievable. 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 Leveled out, and a lot of thin, wispy clouds all around us. I noticed off to my right, and I was sitting in the right seat, was a white disc. Just
so this large disc, you described it as being pretty large.
Oh, yeah.
Massive. And then after a while, it was following you.
Or we were following it. It was pacing us.
Like air traffic control, I've talked to a lot of pilots here off the air in commercial breaks, and I've asked them this question, we've talked about it, and they've all admitted that they've seen UFOs, but they kind of keep quiet about it.
Kind of cool. I just want to go up there and see it face to face.
The polls are unambiguous. Year after year, the same thing. In fact, if you could talk anonymously to people, even in Congress, probably 50% of members of Congress already convinced that the extraterrestrial presence explains this phenomena. Disclosure is at hand. It is very close, and the American people need to prepare themselves very soon for an announcement from our government that there is, in fact, an extraterrestrial presence engaging this planet and the human race.
Don't go over there. It's cars, baby. Wow.
So you are a serving police detective constable.
Yeah. If you went into a court of law, you could provide enough evidence to categorically prove the existence of UFOs. And
it would point very seriously towards ET.
So what is it? What's the bit of evidence that you've got? What I don't.
How long have you got?
Well, about 3 minutes.
all right. Then. Well, let me tell you where I come from on this subject. I'm a detective. I look at evidence. I'm trained to look at evidence. I know what evidence is. If I don't know what evidence is, I should be shot.
Right.
All right. So I know what evidence is and what would stand up in a court of law. And when I look at the best evidence of the subject, not the 97% that can be explained and rationalised in this interpretation, the 97% leaves 3%. The hard-coded 3%, there are 2,000 military pilots who go on record. Often in intercept situations, 75-minute dogfights, confirmed on airborne radar, ground radar, 3,000 commercial pilots. There are astronauts and cosmonauts who've seen these things and gone on the record.
Really?
There are hundreds of radar operators, observer corps, people who study the sky. There are hundreds of air traffic controllers who've seen these things. But unfortunately, the media does not report the best evidence.
Today we have with us a group of students among America's best. To you we say, we have only completed a beginning. We leave you much that is undone. There are great ideas undiscovered, breakthroughs available to those who can remove one of truth's protective layers.
As they were sitting there filming, a little saucer came from, I say little saucer, it was a saucer.